My topic's basically about online gaming and team building, basically within gaming, and I just don't feel it's there as much as it used to be. Back in the day when I used to play Medal of Honor a lot, everyone spoke to each other on TeamSpeak. We all worked together. If you died, you'd tell your team instantly where you died. If you recognise where you got shot from, you tell them instantly so they can go and help the situation out. There was different versions of the game. I mean, there was freeze tag, so if you died, that's where you were frozen, so someone needed to come and thaw you out, kind of like stuck in the mud.
Yeah.
But then there was other games where it was liberation, so you die, you get sent to like a base jail that you need to be released out of. The switch is on the opposite side of the map. And within that, we always helped each other out. The second you died, you'd tell everyone where you were, and you'd help yourselves. You wouldn't, you'd work as a team. And I feel nowadays it's like you go into an online server on Call of Duty or anything like that, and it's just a free-for-all. Literally a free-for-all. You just get in there and everyone's just for themselves. They're going to go and gun you out. They're going to camp, which is pathetic. Jesus, get some bloody talent.
It's a legit strategy.
Yeah. It's great.
It wouldn't be
in
the game if it wasn't.
Pathetic.
If it wasn't meant to be there, it would be nerfed.
Well, in Medal of Honor, we considered it camping. It was not allowed, and ironically, we tweaked.
That's a bit weird, though. Like considering an element of the game not to be there. I mean, I remember when I played Gears of War online, they'd be like, "No chainsaws." I'm like, "It's in the game. Yeah. Deal with it. If you can't deal with it, get better." That's like people on fighting games saying, "Stop using the same move."
Yeah.
If you can't beat me using the same crappy move by button bashing, then you're not good at the game.
Yeah.
But that's a bit hard to say. If somebody is in one room, they're in this corner, they're just aiming at that door with a machine gun, and every time anyone steps in,
smoke grenade,
done. It just seems
when the first online was like that, it was annoying. But now there's lots of ways around it.
I think.
But the element it's changed.
Camping isn't so much of a deal breaker anymore, really. I mean, I know people used it because it was in a way most effective. But I don't play that sort of game. But I would complain about magic users in the Souls games. I don't know whether you're playing Dark Souls or any of those games. But using magic in a fantasy game, I've always kind of found was an easy mode. Yeah. Like even in stuff like Skyrim, I didn't really like Skyrim, but like
magic was supposed to be like hard.
It's shooting people from a long way away. Okay. I find like it's easy mode, especially with like the Souls games like Dark Souls, Demon Souls.
Yeah.
Bloodborne's got a bit of it in, and even those are like massively overpowered. But I feel like even though in games like that there are elements that make it easier for you if you want to sort of exploit them that are part of the game, then that's fine, and the other people just need to get better. Whereas if it's like an exploit that's like a cheat, like incidentally you were talking about team players. I used to play Ghost Recon, and I remember the first Ghost Recon on Xbox 360 way back when I had an Xbox. What was I doing? And there was this one map where you could sort of jump into a tower. Like you would run and slide into this tower, and you would like jump like straight up to the top of the tower, and you just be on top of the tower, and you can use that tower as like a sort of sniper post, and nobody could get you. So there was exploits in the game which were bugs. Yeah. But I think they're a little different to using mechanics of the actual game, and I think
I agree with that as well.
Well, yeah, it's like hacks and cheats on top of things. I mean, again. Medal of Honor was my main game, so I'll always refer back to it. But you could get wall hacks. You could download wall hacks where you could see all the way around the map. If you look around, there's just floating coloured people around, cheating. Just green people. Yeah, and it was like they were red. I think when they were behind walls, and the second you could see a bit of them, that bit would turn green. So people would easily be sniping, click on their scope, and they'd be like, right, hiding behind the wall. Oh, there's a bit of green arm, bang, and it's like. What is the point? I didn't see the point. Yeah. We'd kick people out of servers because it'd be blatant if they were using it, because it'd be like, yeah, you just shot me through a wall.
You don't feel
it's
like
kind
the
of obvious.
Spirit of competitive play is the same as it used to be?
No, I really don't.
Trying to get
I don't think it is.
I think there's a lot of games that are coming out that are trying to get that back now, though.
I've seen a trailer.
The Tom Clancy one, Siege. It's a 5-person co-op.
Yeah. Are you talking about the trailer where they're all in a house, they're trying to rescue the hostage?
Yeah, the new Tom Clancy
that
one.
looks incredible.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's what I'm saying. If
that
people could
use... new Rainbow Six game?
No,
I think it's like...
It's a new Tom Clancy game.
Yeah, it's a new Tom Clancy, but chat looks incredible. But that's the thing, is I love how they said this is genuine gameplay footage. Yeah, it probably is, but nobody's going to work at it that way. They're not going to be like, oh, he's here, or no, I need your help down in the kitchen, or I need you in the dining room. He's coming in this way. But if they did, that would be amazing.
I think you get that in that type of game, because that's how I'd like to play it. Like when I play Battlefield, it's only rarely have I used the voice chat and stuff on there, but it was fantastic. Like I was a medic, and then some random guy. You know, there's stuff that is built around there.
It definitely changes the dynamic of the game if you employ the voice chat. Like it becomes so much easier. Like what was I playing? Last of Us. Last of Us Online actually is really good online. Really good online.
I've actually played that online.
It's really good. Really good and tense. Like especially on the survivors mode where there's like no lives. So you have to survive. Like you have to be really cautious, and that you have to talk. Because if you don't, you're going to get fucked.
But that's the thing. I'd love to see that on all games. I mean, especially at the moment. I don't know. I haven't been on Xbox for quite a while, but back when I did, and I just joined into Call of Duty, you know, you go onto the team chat and it's just loads of people chatting crap. And it's just a lot of like effing and blinding. And playing music. Effing and blinding.
And like children voiceless. Singing. There's always one child who's going like,
Mom! No! Shut up! Yeah, and screaming at each other in the background, and it's just in my opinion, that's not what it should be used for. If you're going to do that, take the headset off.
There's always a love of God, take
it.
On GTA, there's been like a baby going, and you're like, what the hell are you doing?
I'm going to say something a bit different here.
Good parenting.
I feel now. I think your original point was about competitive game. You feel like competitive game isn't the same. I'm going to say the complete opposite. I'm going to say competitive gaming
is exactly the same.
No,
because that would be the complete opposite.
Competitive gaming is much more in play than it's ever been before on a much larger, much bigger and accessible
not in the same way though.
Apart from World of Warcraft,
I think that's what Nikita's point is that it's different. It's very different because I remember this, like back when I used to play Ghost Recon, and I'm pretty sure I played Counter-Strike on the PC. There was a lot of basis around like specifically talking to your teammates, like joining a clan.
Counter-Strike's nigh impossible to play if you don't like.
But you would have your own team, and you would stick with that team, and you play again and again with that team. Whereas most people don't bother with that. Like you'll jump into team deathmatch, but you won't jump in with people you know. You'll just jump in.
The thing,
I understand what you mean, because I think that has changed in a way. I think multiplayer is more accessible, but I think it's not used in the same way.
So what's happened? So what's happened is, because online gaming is now accessible to a vast majority of people on such a large scale, unfortunately you're going to have the bad side of that, where a lot of people just want to run around and do what they want. But I would say even competitive gaming is now much bigger and much stronger than it used to be. There are Call of Duty clans, the Dota tournament, which was that
on ESPN2? Did it run on?
Yes. So it was screened to an audience of million. I think it was millions. It was, wasn't it? The event sold out really fast. Has proper teams.
Well, it's considered to be esports now,
isn't it? It's an esport, yeah. So it had proper
like
teams,
the Korean
proper teamwork.
Definitely a different name.
Like, the difference now. These clans like are often like funded to train in camps. So, okay, on one hand, you've got loads and loads of random people running around the servers doing whatever they want, but on the other hand, you have got people, even if they're doing it leisurely, who do play as clans. I think it's just so big. Unfortunately, you have to play for the shit.
But that kind of suggests now that unless you're a professional gamer, you aren't going to be able to deal with a sort of tempered sort of clan-like environment. Everything now is just a free-for-all unless you're a pro gamer.
But I think it's come full circle, because it did start off that way, like when PC gaming and stuff was the only way you could play online, really. It was so competitive because everyone knew each other, because there's only like 16 people on the server. Like,
of course.
Same servers, you'd favourite it, go on the same one every night. And then it got massive, but now you're starting to get that back. You are starting to get like the same servers and same people.
Yes.
Now with, like,
people getting together,
because
add people to your friends list and joining their game.
Well, people are sick of going into servers here and hearing 12-year-olds playing Call of Duty, calling everyone fags.
Yeah.
People are sick of it. So
calling everyone cigarettes.
Yes.
What the heck?
So it is terrible sometimes. I mean, that's so bad. You just turn your headset off. So you do. I think there is more of a culture now where you're looking for people who you can trust to play with.
I
Yeah.
love that. I really love that because I mean, it was when I was 12 years old. My dad was the one who was playing all of the Medal of Honor games,
Trolls
and
hadn't
it was
been
just
born then. Like, it literally had not been
no.
born at
I mean,
that
I've got
point.
to admit, it was 2004,
Yeah.
and I'd come downstairs one day and my dad was in the middle of like he said he was in the middle of a game that had been going on for half an hour and he couldn't lose it, and it was Liberation, so he was defending the switch that kept his team's jail doors open to let the people who died to get out. And he just quickly said to me, "You need to jump in, tag in." And he said, just look at this switch and just keep pulling it and just making sure it stays open. I'm like, okay, all right, okay. And I'm freaking out thinking, oh God, this whole
And that's
whole
where
relies on
Lost
me.
came from. Keep pushing the button.
Yeah, just keep pushing the button. And I did it and I realised this is friggin' awesome.
Yeah.
All I'm doing is pulling the switch and I love this and I could hear everyone. I was like, this sounds so cool. These people sound so
They
funny.
need me, damn it.
Yeah, and like when my dad came back, he was like, okay, you're good now. And I was like, no, this is my game.
Give it away, Dad.
And it's like,
You've been out the war too long.
I think it was great. Obviously, I had my own computer, and we started. Actually, I didn't have my own computer at that time, and we started sharing. And when Dad wasn't on there, I'd get on there as well, and just started by myself learning different things, and picked up on it. And I ended up joining the clan that my dad was in, and it was because he came up with the name a while ago as Shadow Man, and that's my dad's online alias. And I decided that as I was his daughter, I was like, right, well, I'll be Shadow Girl. And that's where that came from.
Oh.
It was that was where it all came from. And I went on, and a few people were like, "Oh, are you his sister?" And I was like, "No, I'm his daughter." They're like, "How old are you?" And I'm 12. You're 12?
ASL.
But they'd be, they try and like rein in their effing and blinded and stuff. I even put after my name, I had the UKC tag Shadow Girl, and then until I was 16 or something, I had in brackets JNR Junior, so that people knew to not swear, and that worked. People would come in with JNR after,
as if that
just
would
to help. You would not get that these days.
Do you think
would
it's
not.
it occurred to me a minute ago? Do you think it's because I don't know. I hesitate to say the sort of troll sort of atmosphere that
Troll
sort of
culture.
troll culture that sort of
Yeah.
permeates the internet now. That didn't really exist back then. Like I guess it did to a certain degree, but it's kind of entered the mainstream. Like troll stuff was sort of secluded to certain websites.
Yeah.
In like sort of and then sort of rose to prominence around 2006, 2007.
Yeah, I
but
agree.
before that, it was
4chan. Like,
Yeah,
early
that was where
4chan.
that's where it
Yeah.
took off.
well, yeah. That as I say, that sort of thing started
Do you wanna check
around
the camera?
2006, 2007. But
Sorry, we're on
it's
13
recording.
minutes. Oh, no,
Yeah,
no.
so
It's pause, that's what I'm
I
saying.
think the saddest thing that's happened is, well, we have to accept the fact that so many people have access to online gaming that unfortunately you have to play with idiots now. But there are ways around that where you can find people you like and carry on playing with them. But I do think it's a sad state of affairs that we live in a troll culture, especially with computer
It's
games.
such a
But
shame.
what was quite
Hidden behind a
refreshing-
screen, they'll
Power
do it,
of-
won't they?
and
You know.
it's
It was
like
quite
taking
refreshing
control of the streams.
with the new Nintendo one, Splatoon. That didn't have voice chat,
And
and then
but that
people
was
got
a
up in
shame.
arms
That's
about
the thing,
it.
yeah, but
And I like that people were like,
can you imagine what
Yeah.
that would
Dark
be like?
Souls, Dark
It's aimed at
Souls.
kids. Can you actually imagine the TeamSpeak that would be
But
on
it's
Splatoon?
so sad that they have to do it because you need that
but
communication.
they're
I
putting
feel
it back
you
in,
do.
though, aren't
I
they?
feel it's
In August.
I think they
Yeah.
did say they were going to, but I think
hope
it's
so.
like, and even back in the day when, like I say, when I had a junior tag on, and it did make a difference. People were so polite. People respected you. If you killed a teammate, sorry. It would get typed up there. You'd quickly type sorry. People apologised for it. You don't even see that these days. It's
you
like
do get some games that still exist. It's me and Luca played a few of them, but like Daisy and Rust, like
Yeah,
those kind of
yeah.
open world games. Like,
ironically, Daisy is what my clan has actually moved on to.
yeah, I
play.
feel like
They're
they're more the arena of geeks, I guess. Like the sort of people who were playing online games
yeah,
in
it's
2005,
migrated to the rest. So you
2006.
can still find that culture.
Whereas
Maybe,
if they've
yeah.
moved on to the more geeky games, whereas the more mainstream games, I think maybe what you're talking about is in mainstream games
Yeah.
that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, and it's because there's so many people. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
and it's also
I think-
oversaturated.
I have
can
done
The
it.
market is
Call of
oversaturated
Duty
with.
plans do exist, and oh my gosh, you have not got a chance. It's like, how do people get so
not true,
ungodly
man.
at a game? It's like you go in there and it's like, oh, you.
Bird on the roof.
Bird on the roof. Sorry about that.
It's really freaky. You think you've got good on a game. This is the same in fighting games. You think you're good on a game, and you'll go on someone, or you'll play against a bunch of people who are just ungodly. It's like, what the hell? You look at someone, it's like, oh, shoot, and it's like, no, you're dead. It's like, what the hell?
No, with fighting games, it's just another
Seriously,
world.
check your camera.
Yeah.
It's coming up to 20 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just check your camera and then we'll
But to be fair, I
Shall we
mean,
wrap this up?
Yeah,
I was
let's
going to
wrap.
say, I think we're done on this topic
check,
anyway.
Yeah.
check your camera first and then we can do a summary. I just feel like it's already...
We'll keep talking anyway, because
We'll keep
obviously
talking.
it goes into the audio podcast
Exactly,
anyway.
yeah.
Which
I
you can
think-
find on SoundCloud, by the way.
We'll put the link down there.
Yeah, we'll put the link to the audio in there.
Is it still
And
recording?
hopefully we'll be on iTunes as well at some point.
Hopefully.
But
I think I think the main
Summarise
thing is
for
it's
us.
nice that you can. I mean, back then it was. I mean, even to a point, one of the admins of our clan, who was known, his name online was Pirate, but his real name is Matt. I actually grew up calling him Uncle Matt because I was in this clan from when I was 12, and I still see them and still speak to them to this day.
Yeah.
I mean, we've all had a camp in Studley. We all came down and we all met each other
That's cool.
and camped for the night, all in our own tents, campfire, everything. It was brilliant. We got out air rifles and did actual shooting with each other. It was brilliant, and yet
Ah, sounds dangerous.
not shooting cans naturally. But I think, you know, and it was. I mean, I've been to
Mixing
one of their
guns
weddings
with people
as
you
well.
met online.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's the thing. We were like a family, and I just feel it'd be nice. It'd be like you saying that is coming back. I'd love to see that.
I think it is. Just have to look for it. Also, I think there are some very good co-op games out there. Just to throw a bunch out. What's the one we played? The bank robbing one.
Payday.
Payday is very good.
That's impossible to play without voice chat.
Yeah, this is. I was just going to make a quick note as well. Maybe it's up to the game design when you're playing a mode like Team Deathmatch to punish people who are playing selfishly. Yes.
Well, I don't think punish is the right word. I think just the game is built like that.
Yes, the game design. So Left 4 Dead. If you wander off on yourself, dead. No chance. You're dead.
You can play Call of Duty however you want.
Yeah.
It's sad that more people don't play it in the teamwork aspect, but Battlefield does provide that a lot more.
Much
So
better
there
than
are games that
Battlefield,
are built
I
around
agree.
it better.
But when I play as a medic on Battlefield, I feel proud to go and save people. I love it. And I love
Yeah.
when people come and save me. And you're just
Well,
like,
that was the thing. It's like when
brilliant.
I was Switchman Liberation on Medal of Honor. It's like you felt so good to charge, get your Switch, and release all the
Yeah.
people who died trying to get there. It does.
Yeah.
It feels liberating.
So wrapping it up then, Mickey. I suppose you.
So
can-
yeah, wrapping it up, I think it's just more focus based on teamwork within games, and
So you want
I'd
more
like to see
teamwork in
I'd like to see more of it come back. I mean, your opinion, leave a comment. But I think it needs to come back because that is so enjoyable to play games. How I feel properly.
We'll get there.
In a
We'll find
team.
some and we'll put some
We'll find a way.
some gameplays up in the channel.
Yeah, done right.